some hip mobility. I like doing these guys before a lower body workout, especially. It just helps me engage better, but also have that fluidity with the movements and really just connect mind muscles. So here we go. Let's get rolling. Feet are going to come out in front of you, and we're going to start with just a knee open. All right, so we're coming in. Belly is engaged as always. Pulling that belly button into that low back, and we're just getting some movement here. Let's go for 4. We're going to work in sets of 5 today. 5. Hold them open. We're coming up. So stack that spine nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. And we're going to lean forward, hinge at the hip. Keep that back straight, okay? Just a little bit of love here. And come on up. So we're really waking up those knees, getting a little deeper. Hip flexor. Come on up. Let's go for 3. Always remember to lengthen, right? Away from you as if somebody is pulling on you. Lengthen out that spine. I'm going to go for 1 more. Why not? And beautiful. Legs are coming out in front. All right. So for this one, we're going to come on up and open. Let's roll. 2. Sometimes it's hard to do, I would say, like simple movements, right? Sometimes. Like you'll feel yourself start to shake or even your hip feel weird. We're going to the other side. And if we just need to strengthen the basics. So that's just your body telling you you're not spending enough time here. Thank you for coming back, right? So let's serve our bodies right. 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. So we're coming on up. Knees are bent. We're going to open the feet out. And we're going to start our drops. All right. And if your hips are tight, you may find yourself kind of moving more with your legs as your legs come up, legs come down. And the more you practice this, the easier it'll become. Okay. So we're just doing a couple socks. I mean, stickers on my socks. I lost count. So let's drop. We're going to call that 4. And the other side, we'll hit 5. Come on up. We're going to drop them to one side and sit up on those sits bones, this back leg, all right? We're going to lift that knee up. And if it only comes up here and then your body starts speaking to you, then start there, okay? The goal is every time you lift, try and get a little higher. But if you're not, then that's where you're at today, and that's totally fine. We welcome that. Yeah, let's go one more. Now for you, you're just going to pick up, and drop. I'm going to swap for visibility here. And here we go, this back leg. I'm going to say the more you can sit up straight would be progressing here. Call that 4 and 5. All right, so staying like this, we're going to keep working this back leg right now. We're going to bring it up to the front. So lean back with those hands, belly's engaged. This leg's coming up to the front. Bring it in. Feel free to keep that heel on the ground, kind of dragging it here. Up, front. And that hip is initiating that movement. Again, if your leg is coming about here to here, and that's where you're at today, then that's where you roll, all right? The more you do this, the more range of motion you'll have. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and bring this foot on up, and we're going to swap this guy on out. So bring it back, and here we go. If you'd like to take it a step further, you can lift, come on up off the ground, keep it to a hover. Call this one 5, I believe, and bring it back. All right, next guy, we're going for internal rotation. So we're going to lean back again and drop one leg in. So let's go for 5 of these guys. Really getting that movement turning that hip in. Let's go 4 and 5. Bring it on up. Take a second. Other side. Always try not to get momentum in these exercises. That's why I want you to slow them down. You're getting more work from that rep rather than doing like 10 times the amount of rep, if that makes sense. And that's with like most all exercises, I think. I could say that. I'll circle back, but I'm pretty sure. Except like, the cardio hit stuff, that's going to be different. Come on up. But even then, if you slow it down, you'd be getting more from that muscle. So again, I'll circle back. Beautiful. Let's get those legs on out. Flex those feet. And if you're like, don't pour yourself forward. But if your back is speaking to you today, keep it straight. Always keep it straight, but don't feel like hinging forward. I'm just a hot mess today. So you catch my drift. Hands are coming down. If we have arthritis today, if we have some inflammation, something speaking to us, you're going to stay here. Keep those feet flexed, toes towards you, back straight. All right. If we're feeling a little fluid, let's go ahead, keep the back straight still, but add a forward hinge, getting a little bit deeper in that posterior chain. And come on up. Let's go again. Walk it down. And we are up. Beautiful. Last guy here. I want to get a little deeper into these hips. We're coming down on these legs. I want you to think 90 degree in both those knees, like gravity. Do the work. If you have a little kid, feel free to have them do the work. Just kidding. But as you can see here, you'll see the natural curvature of this low back. And I'm going to say we're going to work that out. So pelvic tilts right here. Not going to be much of a movement. It's going to be a little tuck and release. All right. A lot of work going on in the pelvic floor. We're just doing a couple of these slight movements. And then I want you to hold it out here without that arch, okay? So nice straight low back. Come on down a little further if your body says okay. Be careful not to round out here, all right? Keep it nice and straight. And if you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to take it to the next step, we're going to pick the foot up. Come forward. Ooh. So you can see, so the foot is coming up and in. I have just one foot rolling right now. This is my right. In and out again. Being careful not to arch, but keep that belly pulled up into that low spine. 4. Last one. Beautiful. I'm going to hit the other side. If you're with me, let's roll. Beautiful. Bring those legs on in, nice and easy. Press it back. We're in a child's pose. I'm pretty tucked right now. We'll open it up in a second. So coming up all fours, open up those knees, feet together, press it back. Walk those hands out away from you. Walk, walk, walk. Pelvic tilt to come on up, all fours. All right, sit it on back. Beautiful work. I'm going to suggest practicing these guys a couple times a week. Throw them in before your workout. Feel free to swap out if you're on the program, your whatever mobility is in place with one of these. I look forward to continuing this journey. Hip mobility and tapping into that whole system and unlocking it is like, it's really amazing stuff. So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you soon.